On the night of October 1, 2024, around 200 ballistic missiles are fired from the Iranian cities of Tabriz, Kosha, Tehran, and Isfahan. The targets of these missiles are the Neva Tam Air Base in Israel, the Tel Nof Air Base, the Mossad headquarters in Tel Aviv, and the Israeli Nuclear Research Center in Dimona. In just 5 to 7 minutes, these missiles enter Israel, covering a distance of about 1,000 miles. Many missiles fall due to the interception of the Israeli defense system, but about 32 missiles fall on the Neva Tam Air Base. 20 missiles fall in Talon, and the rest of the missiles fall in Dimona and Tel Aviv. Israel's billion-dollar F-35 jets were stationed at these air bases. This was Iran's biggest direct attack on Israel to date, and this was the first attack in which Iran used hypersonic missiles. Hypersonics are those missiles which are 5 times faster than the speed of sound. Their average speed is 800 kilometers per minute. Now guess its speed from the fact that if America launches this missile from its eastern side, it will reach China in just 18 minutes. After these attacks, the situation in the entire Middle East has become very tense. This entire conflict, which started on October 7, 2023, reached its peak when Israel targeted Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh in Iran, and then on September 27, 2024, targeted Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah in an airstrike in Lebanon itself. Now, since both Hamas and Hezbollah are proxies of Iran, it was obvious that Iran would definitely respond. But on the other hand, Israel also escalated this matter and attacked southern Lebanon on October 1 itself. And today, when this video is being made, Israeli jets are continuously carrying out airstrikes on Beirut, the capital of Lebanon and once called the Pearl of the Middle East. The situation is that Israel has clashed with the whole Middle East. On one hand, it is continuously bombing Gaza. On the northern side, Israeli forces have entered Lebanon and a fierce battle with Hezbollah is going on there. The situation is that Israel is targeting Lebanon with 1,000 bombs every day. On the northeastern side, Israel is also continuously carrying out airstrikes on the Fatimid Yun Brigade in Syria. Then if we come to Saudi Arabia, here the Yemeni Houthis have choked the Bab el-Mandeb in the Red Sea, and the Israeli, British, and American ships passing through here are continuously being targeted with drones. Now, in such a situation, Iran has directly attacked Israel, after which a direct fight has started between Israel and Iran. Apart from Saudi Arabia and the Emirates, the entire Middle East is on fire at this time, and this fire is going to spread further. Israel's next target is now Iran and Yemen. Everyone has this question in their mind. How will Israel respond to the Iranian attack on October 1? Israel wants to target Iranian nuclear power plants and oil refineries. Now, a very interesting development here is that America wants to stop Israel from taking this step. There are many reasons for this. The first reason is that if Israel attacks the Iranian oil infrastructure, then Iran will block the Strait of Hormuz in response, after which all the oil and gas supply coming from the Persian Gulf will end and the global oil market will crash because 20% of the world's oil and gas supply passes through this point. Iran has already threatened that if its oil refinery is attacked and if Qatar, Kuwait, or UAE are somehow involved in this attack, then it will blow up all the oil refineries in the Persian Gulf. Eastern Asia and Europe are heavily dependent on this oil, and if this supply line gets choked, then their economy can collapse. The second reason America wants to stop Israel is political. Actually, in America, elections are around the corner and Democrats don't want Israel to attack in any way, because then America will also have to directly join this war, and this can have a bad effect on Democrats in the elections because then they will lose all Arab and Muslim votes. But on the other hand, if America doesn't join this war, then Jewish and pro-Israel voters will not vote for Kamala Harris. This is the reason why Donald Trump is openly supporting Netanyahu and is pushing him to openly attack Iran, and the American administration should help Israel. Now, the Biden administration and American establishment are badly trapped and they seem to be a bit angry with Netanyahu. Last week, when Joe Biden was asked whether your friend Netanyahu is playing with the American elections and whether he is not letting the peace deal happen because it will benefit Democrats, i.e. your party. In response to this, Joe Biden said with great displeasure that, "I don't know what Netanyahu is doing. He should remember that whatever I did for Israel in 1 year, no one has ever done this." So it seems more obvious that the Biden administration and the American establishment feel that Netanyahu has used them, and now they have become completely helpless in front of Israel. So far, it seems that Israel will definitely attack Iran before the American elections so that it can directly drag America into this fire. And when America jumps into this fire, obviously China and Russia will also have to take sides. Then this war will not just become a war of two countries but a regional war, the result of which will be very terrible. So far, the thing that has stopped Israel is Iran's missile capability, the trailer of which it showed on October 1st. Then on October 5, 2024, another interesting thing happened. At around 11 p.m. in Iran, the epicenter of a 4.6 magnitude earthquake was noted. Then after a few minutes, low-intensity shocks were felt in Israel as well. After this, rumors spread that Iran has conducted nuclear tests in Semnan because there was no prediction of such a disaster in the seismic forecast. Iran has not yet denied this news, but it looks like Iran has the upper hand. On one hand, missile attacks with such precision penetrated Israel's undefeatable missile defense system, and now these nuclear tests. Both these things have forced Israel to think a lot, because these missiles have caused losses worth billions of dollars to Israel. First of all, jets worth billions of dollars were stationed at these air bases. Then, the Arrow missiles that were fired by the Israeli defense system to intercept these missiles cost $2.5 million per missile. Similarly, the cost of shooting down one missile through David's sling is millions of dollars, and the cost of shooting down one missile through Iron Dome is between $50,000 to $100,000. Whereas in comparison, the cost of an Iranian ballistic missile is only $200,000, while the Iranian drone costs just $100,000. If it is between 200 and 300, then Iran has caused loss of billions of dollars to Israel by spending approximately $200 million. Now coming to Yemen. Yemen has Iran-backed Houthi control. And since Israel started attacking Gaza, Yemeni Houthis started targeting Israeli and American container ships passing through the Red Sea with drones. In response, the American and British Navy carried out airstrikes on Yemen, which are ongoing to this day. But the issue is that whenever America or its allies carry out airstrikes on Yemen, the very next day, Yemen targets some container ship or the other, due to which Western countries suffer losses of billions of dollars. Before September 2024, this war was going on in a very controlled manner. But then on September 17th, something happened which rang the alarm bells for Israel and America. Yemeni Houthis hit a hypersonic missile on the airport of Israel's capital, Tel Aviv, due to which there was a lot of damage around. Now the distance between Yemen and Israel is about 1,200 kilometers. The hypersonic missile covered this distance in just a few minutes. No one was expecting that Yemen would also have hypersonic missiles. So one thing was very clear: military technology is being transferred from Iran to Yemen very smoothly, and that is why Yemen is probably a bigger threat to Israel than Hezbollah and Hamas, because it also controls a very important trade choke point of the world. Now, how many hypersonic missiles does Yemen have? This is a gray area for which no one has an answer. One last question in this great war of the Middle East is whether Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar will also join this war. So far, Saudi Arabia and UAE are neutral in this war, and there is also a deep political reason for this. Yemeni Houthis, Hezbollah, and Hamas are all Shia military groups and are Iran-backed. So Saudi Arabia and UAE consider these three groups a threat to themselves too. Right now, all the focus is on Israel's response and the American elections. We feel that Israel will definitely intensify this fight before the elections, and then this Iran-Israel fight will become a regional fight, in which the rest of the world powers will also have to get involved. Things are not looking good for the world at the moment. Our prayer is that the world moves towards peace. As the geopolitical situation develops, we will keep bringing more videos on the Middle East. Until then, take care of yourself.